Hey, it's that time. Yep, it's Tuesday. Let's get up. I got a good topic for y'all today. Very good topic. But look, first before I say anything, it's a privilege and it's an honor to be able to give you today just some real words of wisdom on how to go from process to purpose. Or purpose to process. Process to purpose. Because Tiger Woods just taught us a whole lot. And I don't know if y'all caught it, but Tiger Woods had some blockers on. Yup. He had some blockers on. We're going to talk about it real quick. I'm going to give you 4 things that you need to do. That how you go from process to purpose. Just four good things. And you can put them in any order. But there's some things that you have to learn within understanding how you go from process to purpose. Right? Good morning. So look, a lot of y'all heard the story with Tiger Woods. How, he just won, his 5th Masters. And after 11 years of putting in work, making changes, staying focused, and remembering why he's doing what he's doing. Like, you have to really dissect what just happened. Because in the process, Tiger Woods started off at the top. Like, nobody, like, you thought about golf. If you didn't like golf, if you didn't know what golf was, Tiger Woods was his own invention of golf. When he came out with golf, all the commercials, Nike, you've seen it all. And when we noticed that, it was like, oh, okay, I don't know a lot about golf, but because Tiger Woods playing golf, it felt like I was playing golf. I don't know about y'all, but that's how I felt. I felt like I was out there playing golf. I didn't know nothing about golf. I don't know about how to hit the numbers or none of that, but I just knew because he out there, I'm playing golf. So with that, Tiger Woods began this process to where he went to the top. And when he went to the top, everybody was on the board. Everybody. If you didn't like him, if you did like him, everybody was on board. Right? And in the process, some things happened. Some things happened where this thing called life, this thing called life that we're living every day, it hit him in so many different ways. To where you would think that he would be broken. Or let me change that. He was broke, but he wasn't broken. Right? Because in life that happens. Well, there's some things, some situations, some circumstances that, we get broke. We become broke. But that don't mean we broken. Which means you don't have to stay where you at. Because when you have to realize things don't end up how they start. Like, things don't always end up how they start. And as a good example is when you start high school, the end goal or the process is to graduate. So meaning you don't stay in the 9th grade the whole 4 years. It's a process that's going to happen for you to graduate. So Tiger ended up having life happen. He had the sex scandal going on. He lost a lot of endorsements. He pretty much lost almost everything. The kid situation with his wife. He had knee surgery, back surgery. But in spite of all that happening, he got arrested for a DUI. Like, life really hit him. And this is why I say, if you can make all the money in the world, but if you don't have a purpose, you don't have a purpose for what you're doing and why you're doing it, sometimes that money means nothing. It means nothing. Because you can be the richest person, but it can't buy you happiness. It can't buy you purpose. It can't buy you the things that you think, the stuff. It can just buy you stuff, which is okay. But sometimes we as humans think the stuff is what validates us. And then he realized what he was doing was bigger. It had to be. You go 11 years where you're not at the top. 11 years to where people were counting you out. To where people were saying, oh, he's all washed up, that he can't do it. He shouldn't be out there with the young guys. He's 43 years old. I'm just like, man, like if that don't show the drive in a person, well, what do you do after 11 years of not winning and you was at the top? Like, to get into the Masters, y'all have to understand, you have to have a certain score to even get invited. To even get invited, you gotta have a score. So what Tiger did, he didn't allow people to define him where he was. You can't let people define you where you are in the moment. Because that's when you're going to have your naysayers. That's when you're going to have people that don't believe in you. And it's funny because it's like steps. Like when you're on a step, people are okay with you when you're on the same level. Like when you're on the same level, they're okay. But it's only until once you make a step or you start transitioning, that's when the people start coming in and be like, oh, he think he better than everybody, or she thinks she better than everybody. When the fact is, they're just upset about the transition. It's a transition that's happened because I understand I have to go for a bigger purpose. And once they get uncomfortable they feel like, they're uncomfortable with it, they decide not to grow, and you're deciding to grow. So real quick, I'm gonna give you 4 things. 4 things. Number 1, make changes. When you're going from process to purpose, you have to make changes. And some of those changes are putting yourself in a different area. Some of those changes are moving. Some of those changes are putting yourself around friends that are doing what you're doing, that's positive. Like, you don't have time to be negative at all. At all, period. Make changes where you're not settling, because change is always good. I mean, we don't look at it as always good because we tend to see that it doesn't add up to what we want it to be. But I mean, if you break down a dollar, I mean, you can do it in dimes, nickels, quarters, pennies. But because it's in our pocket and it's making a lot of noise, we feel uncomfortable, and it's like, but realizing the change is good because it still equals a dollar. Change is good. All right, number 2, stay focused. Stay focused by putting your blinders on. Because that's what Tiger did. He stayed focused. He had to stay focused. So he made changes, because when he went out within the 11 years and he was, losing, he was failing, he had to make a change to get a better score. Then he had to come back and stay focused, because he could have easily, while within making a change, got unfocused and got to a point to where he could have got angry and had self-doubt. And those are 2 things you do not want to have when you're going through a process of staying focused. All right. So we got make changes. We got stay focused. Number 3, work hard. Yes, work hard. I know a lot of us don't want to work hard, but we feel like it's just going to come to us. But hard work pays off. Hard work gives you a better opportunity to win the Masters. Hard work gives you a better opportunity to get a promotion. Hard work gives you a better opportunity to be prepared for this thing called life. And if you're not working hard, what are you doing? Why are you doing it? Because then if you're not working hard, you don't realize the process that you're making to get to your purpose. It's a process. Like, how I know it's a process, like I said, at 3 years old, I learned how to play the drums. And I didn't learn by reading it. it was a process, but it took me every Sunday sitting on the front row right next to the drums, and I would just be sitting there, just no sticks, just with the air. Then eventually I used to get straws, or I used to get the sticks that they would break, and I would use those. It was a process. And what ended up happening was, one day, the drummer didn't show up. Here's my opportunity, because I've been working hard. I've been listening. I've been studying, mastering my craft. That's what I was doing. And the moment he didn't show up was the moment people was like at an awe, because here I am at a young age playing the drums, keeping a beat, staying on task. And when you're working hard and it doesn't go unnoticed, people are amazed by it. But I wasn't amazed, because I had been working hard. I stayed the pace. I stayed the course. I stayed focused. In spite of not having a drum set. But once I got to one, it's unstoppable. If you see me now, So, make changes. Stay focused. Work hard. And the last one is remember why you're doing it. Remember why you're doing what you're doing. Just remember. That's all you got to do. Just remember why you're doing what you're doing. Because that's what's going to push you to your purpose. Remember why you're doing it. If it's not, don't do it for money. Don't do it for popularity. Because you can see what happened. Tiger lost both. He lost the popularity and he lost a lot of money. But if y'all don't realize, one company stayed with him the whole time. One company. Nike. Nike stayed with him the whole time. So Nike is that friend. If we want to reverse that to life right now. Nike is that friend, that inner friend that's in your inner circle, that regardless of you going up and down on that roller coaster, they're going to ride with you. I mean, they buckled in and was like, hey, no, despite of what you're going through, we believe in what you can do, because they seen the purpose, even though he was going through the process. Like, they gave him a contract for the purpose. Think about that. He had already got paid. Listen, catch this. He already got paid for something that was going to happen 15 years from that moment. So think about it. Remember why you start. If it's kids, if it's family, if it's loved ones, if it's for yourself. But sometimes when it's for yourself, it's bigger than us. What Tiger has done is bigger than him. If you've seen his emotions, you would think he would be running around, but it was just like he did it. Everybody counted him out. Everybody had a lot of doubters. And this is the same thing with us in life. You have a lot of people that are counting you out. A lot of people counting you out from mistakes that you've made, from, you having ups and downs. A lot of people are counting you out when you're going through a process to get to where you need to be. They're counting you out. And some of them can't even tell you why they counting you out. They just going along with everybody else saying, or what they see that you did. They seen that you fall or you made a mistake, and they want to count you out. So don't let the people define where you are in the moment. Find that one friend. Find that inner circle person that you have that's going to go through you to a process. Right? And sometimes it may not be a person on this earth, that friend that it is. Because the true friend that I know to be is God. Or whoever you believe in. But my friend is God. Because he allows me to let me know that anything's possible. If I just believe and have faith. regardless of whatever is going on, whatever is being said, I just had those two things. I'm always come out on top. So look, it's your boy Will, just giving you some words of wisdom. I just want y'all to go out on this Tuesday to understand that your process, your purpose, you're gonna have to go through a process. Period. I don't care who you are, where you at in life, you're gonna have to go through a process to get to your purpose. Period. So look, it's Tuesday. Go out there and have fun. Go do the things you need to do. Stay focused, make changes, work hard, and remember why you're doing what you're doing. All right? And look, tomorrow we're gonna have a good hump day. I got some things I want to teach y'all. We're gonna talk about personalities. All right, we're about to get into it. I'm gonna break down personalities and this color-coded thing that I have that I've learned, I've mastered to help people understand how to recognize those people. Right? So I'm gonna be able to recognize those people when I got my blockers on. Right? So look, when there's a will, there's a way. When there's a will, there's a way. That's facts. So look, it's your boy Will. Just give you some words of wisdom. Because when there's a will, there's a way. I'll see y'all same time tomorrow. Let's go.